so we've got it screwed into the box. I've already primed the system, because you've got to prime the system. It's easy enough to do. I do have the instructions for this behind me. So the piston now is up here. We've got the gauge over there. So what I'm going to do is we'll just put £5 on it to start with. Okay, so a 4 and a 1. We screw that in, so we're moving the piston up now, and you should be able to see the needle moving. And when we get to about 5 psi or thereabout, remember this gauge overreads. There's 6, right? Okay, get a little bit more. Just spin it to get rid of any stiction. Okay, and then what's on there should read on the gauge. Now, I did say this gauge was inaccurate. I'm just using it as an example, okay? And we are at the moment, it's decided today it's going to read 2 psi high. So let's run it back down again, and then we'll run it back up, get it working. There we go. So that's overreading by 2 psi. And so why, when a few weeks ago at the Heritage Centre it was reading +1 psi, is it now reading +2? Well, let me just find the definitive answer here. Bourdon tubes are intended to indicate gauge pressure in relation to ambient atmospheric pressure. This is different from absolute. So absolute, that's an absolute pressure that's in there. It cannot vary unless I vary this. And ambient pressure is what's around us. So this is reading 5 psi in relation to whatever the ambient air pressure is. I think, I can't remember what it is offhand, but I know there's a high pressure area coming down over the country at the moment. Whether that would make a difference to how it reads, I don't know whether it'd make that much difference. It certainly does. When we come to look at altimeters, you'll see it really does make a difference because they are very sensitive. So anyway, yes. So we'll take this pressure off now. Okay. So like I say, this would normally be done by possibly by a machine, and let's put 15 on there. There's a 10. We'll use the 2 2s, 2, 4, 5, just so that we're using them, I suppose. Could have used a 4 and a 1, but I thought I'd use 2 2s and a 1. So once again, we'll pump it up. I like playing with this, it's good fun. Hydraulics. Yeah. A good function of a good demonstration of hydraulics, I suppose, isn't it? We're applying the pressure here to make that work, yeah, to make that move. A bit like the brakes on your car, you press the pedal, yeah, and the piston comes out. Very similar. Right, so we're getting there now. Bring that up a bit further. Spin it round, it settles down to 17 psi, so it's a steady 2 over, isn't it? And as you can see here, possibly see here, the bubble there is it's filled with silicon fluid, and that's the bubble at the top where the air is, because you've got to give it room to expand with pressures and temperatures. Oh, excuse me. Right, so we'll wheel it off, and what we'll do is we'll put a big weight on it this time. We can't go up to 30, but we can go up to we can almost go up to 30, because 30 would overread and would go right off the end stop. So we'll stick a 20 on there. 20, 20, 24. Let's just do it up to 25, shall we? Like I say, this will work up to 300 psi. I think the highest we go up to is the maximum on the oil pressure gauges on the Lancaster is 120, I think. We certainly, and we're looking there for an accuracy round about the 90 psi mark. So there we go. It's okay. We just spin that; it'll come down then. So once again, about 2 psi over. So yeah, so Deadweight Tester. Easy peasy, isn't it? Lovely piece of kit. I mean, look at the design of it. It's just so simple. The only thing is you tend to get lathered in oil when using it. So yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed that. We'll be using this in the last video of these three when we come to look at the fuel pressure switches. And we'll talk about them in some detail there. You'll have to excuse me, but this thing's going on up the lane. Anyway, yes, where was I? Yes, so when we come to look at the fuel pressure switches, we'll be doing a little bit more in depth on them. So from here in the workshop with me and my lovely Deadweight Tester, I'll bid you guys farewell. Take it easy, stay safe, social distancing, stay at home. Yeah, that's the big message, is it? No swanning off to the coast to go and paddle. Yeah, it's out of bounds. Notices all over the internet that everywhere's closed. The lakes, Skegness is closed, Norfolk's closed. Yeah, so stay at home. Pop out to the offie, get some beers, because they're an essential business, and just kick back and chill. So, cheers guys, until next time, take it easy, and stay cool out there.